one of the most inspiring moments that I witness every year. What is most fulfilling is to hear the different teachers from different communities with different backgrounds, but all with the same vision and enthusiasm that can only come from a love of teaching. It is a visual and proud reminder to me of the everlasting well of dedicated and passionate teachers who have been blessed with as a community, each one inspiring the next generation of teachers who will inspire the next generation of children. At ESC19, we are committed to facilitating higher standards, high academic achievement, and opportunity for all students. We recognize that the fulfillment, that the commitment begins with teachers like you, who embody our mission of going above and beyond the call of their profession. Teaching is not just for today, but for the future. So teachers, it is with overwhelming gratitude that I thank you for your invaluable commitment to our children, along with our community, celebrating tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Aguirre. You know, one of the things that makes this evening special is all the care and the detail which goes into making every Teacher of the Year nominee feel celebrated. This, however, cannot be accomplished without the generous support of our ESC19 Teacher of the Year sponsors. Here to recognize our sponsors for tonight's celebration is our Education Service Center Region 19 Board President, Mr. David Sabloski.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor and a privilege to be part of this recognition representing your Education Service Center Region 19 Board of Directors. As Mrs. Rodriguez noted so eloquently, great teachers inspire their students, and it is clear to me tonight we are all witnessing greatness. Most of us watching now have been inspired by a teacher who motivated us, cared for us, and contributed to the success we are today. Great teachers like our honored nominees affect not only the success of their students, but also that of their community. Indeed, our community comes together every year in wholehearted support of our outstanding teachers with their sponsorship of the ESC19 Teacher of the Year program. These sponsors believe in our teachers and recognize the invaluable return on investing in our students who are the future of our community and, in fact, our world. Our sponsors' generous support, which gives us the opportunity to go above and beyond in celebrating our teachers and making each one feel individually honored and appreciated throughout the entire process. On behalf of your Education Service Center Region 19 Board, I would like to recognize and acknowledge our 2020-21 ESC19 Teacher of the Year sponsors at this time. Our title sponsor is TFCU, and we have contributing sponsors. These contributing sponsors are NES, Lakeshore Learning, ESC19 School Zone, Inspiration Motivation Application, and Carol's Flowers and Gifts. Thank you for your generosity. Enjoy your evening as we continue our celebration.
Thank you, Mr. Sabloski, and thank you to all our sponsors. Speaking of sponsors, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to our title sponsor and honored guest this evening. Our title sponsor has consistently contributed to the ESC19 Teacher of the Year program with extreme generosity. They actively participate in all of our activities leading up to our celebration tonight. They get to know our teachers and go above and beyond in making this evening nominees feel very appreciated. I never have to ask for their support. In fact, this sponsor calls me even before it's time for us to plan. for our next Teacher of the Year awards. So we are extremely grateful and blessed to have such an enthusiastic and devoted partner, a huge advocate for our teachers, educators in our community. Here to share some words with you, please help me welcome TFCU CEO and President, Mr. Max Villaronga.
In El Paso, we're big on high school pride. Now there's a new way to let your colors show. It's the High School Spirit Debit Card from TFCU. Customize your TFCU debit card with a participating El Paso High School logo. And with every qualifying purchase, TFC will make a cash donation to benefit the clubs and organizations of the high school you choose. Now, buying groceries can stock up the band, and every tank of gas fuels the team. Get the only debit card that gives back to local high schools, the TFCU High School Spirit Debit Card.
Good evening. My name is Max Villaronga, and I am honored to serve as President and CEO of TFCU. I want to start out by thanking our board of directors, our supervisory committee, they're all watching now, and the entire TFCU team. Without them, a sponsorship of this sort would not be possible. I also want to thank our partners. Region 19, Dr. Aguirre has been an amazing partner from the very beginning. And Mrs. Rodriguez is unbelievable. The kind of recognition that they provide to the teachers is amazing. This is TFCU's favorite event of every year. We get to celebrate each of you, the finest teachers in the entire region. For 84 years, TFCU has been the preferred financial institution for teachers, administrators, support personnel, students, and their families. TFCU innovated by developing the High School Spirit debit card that gives our local area high schools tens of thousands of dollars a year for their booster programs. We are also the only financial institution that provides financial literacy at 34 local area high schools through an online game for free. Why do we do this? Because TFCU was created by teachers for teachers right here in El Paso. TFCU has grown to over 64,000 members, 10 branches, and $740 million in assets. And as you can see, we are still the champion for teachers. I enjoyed hearing each of your stories on Wednesday. It was very touching. It re-energized me. Tonight, we celebrate your accomplishments. I am proud to represent TFCU as we celebrate each of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Villaronga. And now to present our Evening of Honor special recognitions. Once again, here with us, Dr. Armando Aguirre.
Thank you, Ms. Rodriguez. We have titled tonight's celebration an Evening of Honors because we are here not only to recognize our Teachers of the Year nominees, but also those educational administrators and community leaders who work tirelessly behind the scenes to support our teachers and facilitate their ability to be effective leaders in their classrooms. These are our district boards and superintendents who work together as a team with our teachers to bring out about the best education possible for the students they serve to that effect. I would like to recognize our two ESC District Board of the Year recipients. For the small district category, congratulations go to Tornillo ISD, and for the large district category, San Elizario ISD. Congratulations and thank you for your outstanding work and support. We are also thankful to all our superintendents for their frontline leadership and commitment, providing inspired leadership and learning environments and opportunities for students in their districts. The Superintendent of the Year program recognizes those leaders in public school administration who exhibit exemplary and visionary leadership toward improving student performance. They are chosen for their strong leadership skills, dedication to improving quality of education in their districts, and commitment to public support and involvement in education. It is my honor to recognize and introduce our ESC19 Superintendent of the Year from El Paso Independent School District, Mr. Juan Cabrera. Congratulations, Mr. Cabrera, on being selected as our
Good evening,
ESC
Region
19.
family. It's an honor to be chosen as a Region 19 Superintendent of the Year. I'm very grateful to the Region 19 Education Service Center for the chance to showcase some of the forward-thinking approaches to education that are happening not only at EPISD, but all over West Texas. The job of every superintendent is a reflection of the work that is done by every classroom teacher, every principal, every school bus driver, and every cafeteria worker. Never has our work as educators, both inside and outside the classroom, been more important than now. The global pandemic quickly altered our world, and while instruction now looks vastly different than it did just a year ago, the one thing that has not changed is our commitment to provide a high-quality education to the children we serve. In the last 12 months, El Paso educators have shown unprecedented resilience and determination as they dealt with not only the COVID-19 pandemic, but also the aftermath of the August 3rd shooting. No matter the challenge, our schools this year showed they're up to the challenge. We should all be proud to be part of this community. On a personal note, I want to thank the EPISD community for the continued support of our efforts to transform teaching and learning in our schools. 7 years ago, I arrived at a school district marred by one of the most notorious public education scandals in the United States. Today, thanks to the support of our students, teachers, employees, and parents, EPISD is a thriving urban school district known and admired for its educational opportunities, and that makes me very EPISD proud. Thank you again for this wonderful recognition. It's an honor to represent the borderland. Good evening.
Congratulations, Mr. Cabrera, on being selected as our ESC 19 Superintendent of the Year.
I'm very grateful to the Region 19 Education.
Again, congratulations, Mr. Cabrera. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here with a special message for our elementary nominees is the ESC 19 2020 Elementary Teacher of the Year, Perla Lozoya.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2020 ESC 19 Elementary Teacher of the Year, Perla Lozoya.
Good evening. I am so happy to be celebrating this beautiful evening with all of you. Thank you, Region 19, for making this evening possible. Congratulations to all of our teachers. I know how nervous and excited all of you must feel. Please know that every single one of you is already a winner here tonight. And although this is not the most ideal way to celebrate, embrace and enjoy this unique and historical experience. You deserve it. Last year, I had the honor of being named the Region 19 Teacher of the Year and had the opportunity to represent our region as a top 3 state finalist for Texas Teacher of the Year. The outpour of love and support that I have received and the beautiful people that I have met has made this whole experience the highlight of my career. It is something that I will cherish in my heart forever. This year has definitely been like no other. From one day to the next, the world changed. Teachers had to redesign how we teach. We quickly jumped into remote learning, and the world was able to witness our adaptability and flexibility. Without hesitation, we went above and beyond to make sure that learning continued outside of our classrooms and that our students and families felt loved and supported. Many teachers participated in parades. Many delivered gifts, care packages, cards, and even food to students and families. Many worked Monday through Sunday and after hours doing and redoing lesson plans. We learned programs in just hours and provided families with tech support. We worried about students who had no computer equipment or internet. We formed support groups, shared ideas, and created innovative approaches. We continued vast amounts of time answering questions, working with students individually or in groups, and communicating with parents. We found ways to engage and make learning possible. We did all of this while taking care of our own families. The world found out just how important teachers are. Our education system has changed. My district of Socorro, as well as our neighboring districts, are trying hard to ensure everyone's safety so that we can continue to do what we love. This pandemic has taken away a lot from us, but it cannot take away our gift of teaching, our passion and dedication to what we do. Teachers are education's first responders and the heart of the education system. Teachers, let's step into our power. Let's continue to reinvent ourselves to better serve our students and continue to touch their hearts. Stay safe and healthy, and good luck to all of you tonight. Now, let's meet our teachers.
Yes, Ms. Lozoya. Let us now meet our elementary Teacher of the Year nominees.
'Cause we are warriors, we'll fight for our lives like soldiers all through the night, and we won't give up, we will survive, we are warriors.
From Anthony ISD, Courtney Ellen Kater.
I hope that I'm always able to find positivity in life. I hope that I continue to push myself to grow as a teacher and as a person, that I never become complacent and that I'm always striving to be better each day than I was the day before. I get these high hopes from my community, from my colleagues, my family, from my friends and my faith. They are always lifting me up and somewhere that I can turn to whenever I need them.
From Canotillo ISD, Nancy Campero.
I might not be able to take my students around the world, so I bring the world to them. I raise the bar in my classroom and in the virtual world by always incorporating real life experiences into the curriculum. I love to see my kids' faces and how they have that sense of wonder to explore and gather new information that is interesting to them.
From Clint ISD, Yvonne Palacio.
In my own classroom, I am a hands-on kind of teacher, and that's how I kept children engaged. So with the remote teaching, I had to find a totally different way to keep children engaged and trying, and working. And so what I did a lot of times is I would take them places via Google. And we went to the zoo. We went on a virtual field trip to the zoo, and we went to see the rocket launch. We went to a rocket launch to see that, and we talked about the astronauts in space.
From Del City ISD, Karen Torres.
We sing songs, we watch videos, we read, we touch, a lot of kinesthetic learning for my age group. The at-home learning adjustments for me were to realize that my students were going to work at a different pace than normal. And I feel like I was very effective in that. I wanted to be as supportive of the parents in this time of their need as they had been to me at the beginning of the school year when I was in a learning mode.
From El Paso ISD, Denise Almaraz.
My classroom is student-centered. The lesson plans, the music, the books, and all the materials that I use in there reflect students' cultures and their identities. I learn about them by building partnerships with their families. And in the classroom, I create opportunities for them to view the world through multiple perspectives. And I also empower them by allowing them to make decisions about what we're learning. And I feel that this gives them a sense of agency. All this engages and motivates the student and they become inquisitive, creative, and independent thinkers.
From Fabens ISD, Nancy Chavira.
We all had to adjust to a new way of teaching and learning. I have to say that it has been the time when I've called parents the most. I even received a message from Dojo saying I had sent out more than 700 messages. Wow. I can say that most of my students had a great experience with distance learning, while others were just ready to go back to school. It was a school year like no other, and one that has led us to embark into new ways of teaching and learning.
From Fort Hancock ISD, Marcela Ulloa. From San Elizario ISD, Lourdes de Leon.
My inspiration for success each day is to become a role model not only for my students, but to colleagues and my family. My inspiration for success each day comes from seeing my students fulfill their high expectations I set for them. What inspires me the most is the possibility to become an inspiration to others.
From Sierra Blanca ISD, Rachel Gomez.
I raise the bar in my classroom by creating and implementing rigorous activities and lessons that not only challenge my students, but create lifelong learners. And I ensure that the students are successful by believing in my students. You'll be surprised by what a student can do when you simply believe in them. My goal is to help students become these lifelong learners and to create an environment in my classroom of joy and of love for learning.
From Socorro ISD, Pedro Gorola.
My brother grew up without a father role model. Working to contribute to the household expenses and studying at the same time was not easy for him. My mother always encouraged and instilled in him that with hard work and dedication, he would accomplish what he set himself to do. She let him know she believed in him. And I believe it is the same values that he instills in every one of his students, and each of his students will succeed as well.
From Tornillo ISD, Stephanie Mendez.
And we raise the bar in my classroom by taking risks and by learning how to fail and to rise from it. Students practice problem solving and learn that it is okay not to get it right the first, the second, or even the third time. This not only makes them successful in school, but also at life. And during e-learning, I was very flexible with my parents and students, and we worked together so that we could both be successful and we could find different ways of still being able to do the work or not causing too much trouble at home.
From Isleta ISD, Angie Armendariz.
Because my passion for my job is outstanding. It's incredible. I go ahead and I take these students and I make them feel like champions, like leaders. I make them shine on my bulletin board, on my walls, and I encourage them to go ahead and keep reaching for those higher expectations. Now, one of the other things is that at home, it's changed a little bit. They are getting excited about learning and now sharing it with their family members, because regardless of their location, they are going to excel. They're going to be moving forward.
And now to announce our top finalists and tonight's 2021 Elementary Teacher of the Year. Once again, here is Max Villaronga.
So this is the moment that everybody has been waiting for. I would be remiss if I didn't talk a little bit about the massive amount of effort that is going on here behind the scenes. Obviously, we're not able to celebrate this in person. We've got a global pandemic and we're dealing with that reality. I hope that in the comfort of your own home, you're able to enjoy those gourmet baskets of food. And for these winners that we're about to announce, you're also going to be able to enjoy one of the favorite things that we sell at TFCU, which is money. You're going to get money. Right now, we have prize teams that have put themselves all around the city, and they are ready to knock on some doors. So who's ready to win? Is the prize team ready for the third place elementary teacher of the year?
Yes, they are, Mr. Villaronga. Right now, we have a prize team out in the field going up to the doorway of one of our teachers of the year. Go ahead. We're going to go ahead and tell our prize team to turn on their video so that everybody can see who could it possibly be. So everybody stand by. There might be someone at your door right now ready to ring the doorbell. Let's see. Let's see if they're ready. Oh, let's one more time. Stand by.
So right now that prize team is probably walking up to somebody's door. The third place winner of the 2021 ESC Region 19 Elementary Teacher of the Year, the third place winner. Do you want us to ring that doorbell?
I think they're ready to ring that doorbell.
Are you ready? Well, ring that doorbell. The 2021 Teacher of the Year third place elementary winner is Nancy Chavira. So right now, as we speak, her doorbell is being rung.
And she's getting a big check, so she better make room in her closet.
That's
for that
right.
big
You should
check.
answer the door because that is a big check that you're getting, Nancy.
All right. Well, I think we're ready for the next winner.
Okay. So the next winner for the 2021 ESC Region 19 Elementary Teacher of the Year, the second place winner. Are we ready? Is the prize team ready to ring that doorbell?
I think they are. They're on standby. They're about to approach the door. Let's take a look.
Okay.
Well, let's go ahead and not let them wait any longer, Mr. Villaronga. Let's announce who the second place is for our elementary teachers of the year.
The second place elementary winner is Rachel Gomez. Rachel Gomez. Congratulations, Rachel. All right. And finally, the moment that we have all been waiting for, a drum roll. Who is ready to win? I know there's a lot of people that are antsy at home right now. Is the prize team ready for our first place winner?
I think they are. They're right outside their doors, so you might want to keep an ear out to see in case you're too close to your computer, but it's about to do it. They're about to approach.
If your door's about to ring, you may see it come up on the camera. It may pan away from my face and to your door, and we hope you're ready. Ring that doorbell, please. The 2021 ESC Teacher of the Year for Elementary, first place, Pedro Gurrola. Pedro Gurrola. Congratulations, Pedro. We want to congratulate all these wonderful winners. Obviously, it is complicated to try to position prize teams all over the city. Hopefully, we're knocking on the right doors and not knocking on somebody else's doors. Those checks are specifically for those winners. That's the good news. So we want to congratulate all of the elementary Teacher of the Year winners, third place, second place, and first place. Your stories were unbelievable. And thank you for everything you do for our students.
You could please join us back for your acceptance speech. Congratulations.
So right now we're trying to patch Pedro in for his speech. Give us just a moment.
Oh. Hello.
Mr. Pedro Gurola. He's about to come on. I see that he's already getting to his monitor and he's unmuting it. So we should be hearing him in just a couple minutes.
Good, baby. You're good.
Pedro, you're not supposed to count your money until after the speech.
I've got my audio on. I just can't turn the video on. Oh my goodness. This is unbelievable.
I think Mr. Gurola already went on vacation with his check. No, we're just joking. Mr. Pedro Gurola, could you join us and say a few words?
One. Yes, I'm not sure if you can hear me.
There you are.
Hello. I hope you can hear me. I'm not sure if you can. I see a few messages from the other panelists, and they say that they can hear me. And so I will go on. I'm really at a loss for words. I never imagined in my life. I never imagined.
Mr. Gurola, I can tell you're very passionately talking to us, but we can't hear you. Could you check your mute button for just a second? Can you try it?
Can you hear me now?
No, I can't hear it.
The other panelists in the chat are telling me that they can hear me. I'm not certain if you can or not.
Congratulations, Mr. Gurola. And now, here with a special message for our secondary nominees is the 2020 ESC19 and Texas Secondary Teacher of the Year, Michelle Sandoval.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2020 ESC19 Secondary Teacher of the Year, Michelle Sandoval.
Good evening, and first and foremost, I would like to congratulate all the Region 19 Teacher of the Year nominees tonight, and thank you all for your hard work, dedication, and love you show to your students each and every single day. My name is Michelle Sandoval Villegas, and I am the Texas Secondary Teacher of the Year, proud product of Region 19 and Isleta ISD. 1 year ago, I felt the same exact way all of you are feeling right now, anxious, nervous, proud, humbled, and excited. All of you have received an amazing honor on being recognized as the best in your districts. You are each strong, compassionate educators living through an unprecedented time in education. Without any hesitation, you have risen to the challenge to continue to educate and love your students through a worldwide pandemic. Who would have thought this would be our reality? But that didn't stop you. We continue to teach with grace, loyalty, and passion, even from a computer screen. I can personally say that I am so proud to be an educator, and all of you only prove how strong and resilient teachers really are. For that, I say thank you. Today, 2 of you will represent the entire city of El Paso and Region 19. Through my journey on to win last year's title of Texas Secondary Teacher of the Year, I never let go of the pride I had for my city. Today, I am humbled to be amongst an amazing group of educators like yourselves that I know can continue to be champions for students and can continue to make grand changes. Through this next journey, always remember your why, because that keeps your passion alive, because you never know you will be a student's why. I'd like to personally thank Region 19, Isleta ISD, El Paso, and the great state of Texas for being a part of my dream this past year. And it has truly been a privilege to represent Region 19 community and teachers along the way. This past year was one for the books and one I will always remember forever. I am so thrilled to hand the torch over to the next deserving teacher. No matter who wins, savor this moment for a lifetime, share it with your students, and etch it into your heart. Continue to inspire, continue to teach with fire, and just remember, this is only the beginning. Thank you for all that you do, and congratulations.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let us meet our Secondary Teacher of the Year nominees.
From Anthony ISD, Janella Sad.
I measure success in my classroom through progress. Whether it is through daily or weekly goals, my students and I reflect on what we are doing well to reach them and what we need to do to make sure that there is growth every day. My instruction is unique because it goes beyond learning to read music on a page and playing their instrument. Through band, I'm able to teach students to take feedback constructively and adjust their skills immediately to correct mistakes. They have been learning that their hard work really does pay off, especially when finally feeling proud of their performances. And they become leaders that are excited to mentor young students to share a love for music.
From Canutillo ISD, Anthony Lopez Waste.
You know, it's important to be the best version of yourself, no matter what you're doing in life. So that's what I'm trying to do for my students. I want them to get, I guess you would say, the best product in the classroom. In terms of my teaching style, I think it's unique because I've been to over 40 countries. I spent 20 years in the Army. I've lived all over the world. I've been to most places that, as a world history teacher, we're going to be covering in the classroom. So I think that really makes it a unique environment in my world history class.
From Clint ISD, Claudia Esparza.
To ensure the success of every student, I provide support through small group or after-school tutoring. I differentiate my lessons by incorporating games, hands-on activities, scavenger hunts, escape rooms, mnemonic devices, and technology, to name a few. At times, I have my students peer tutor other students. In my classroom, we promote trust and respect at all times. As the year progresses, we become a family that is there for one another.
From Del City ISD, Clement Boki.
And I think one particular aspect that has really made me a successful teacher in all the places that I've been to, in South Africa, Ghana, where I come from, and in Australia, and here in the United States, is the fact that when I'm teaching, I try my best to make it more applicable in their lives and understand the basic aspect of mathematics. And so when they go home, they can apply it. And I think that makes them excited and always having high hopes.
From El Paso ISD, Michael Edward Herrera.
The experience I had in his class was one that I will never forget, because he not only taught us about U.S. history, he taught us about life. He managed to connect the past, the present, and the future, because he uses context clues to see the connection between things. And he does that to also connect his students and connect to our lives.
Mr. Herrera, you're not just the best teacher I've ever had, but the best mentor I've ever had. If it weren't for you, I would have never gone to college. You're the one that inspired me to take the path to college. And it was one of the greatest experiences I have ever had in my entire life.
From Fabens ISD, Jackie Avila.
I practice excellence as a teacher by providing my students with experiences that allow them to learn the way that they individually learn best. I provide opportunities that allow for students to express their greatest gifts. I challenge my students to think, to research, to analyze, and to create. I ensure their success by adjusting my teaching to meet their needs. My hope as an educator is to empower my students with the tools necessary to thrive beyond the classroom as self-sufficient, independent thinkers who contribute positively to their community.
From Fort Hancock ISD, Christine Robledo.
You are such a good teacher. You're so student-oriented, and you get out of your way to help us as much as you can.
As we all know, students have their strengths and their weaknesses, just like us adults do, and I try to reinforce those strengths while building on those weaknesses. To me, what makes my instruction unique is my flexibility and my willingness to learn what makes my students tick and how to best help them grow academically. I reinforce that yes, they can, and yes, they know, and yes, they will.
From San Elizario ISD, Adriana Castruita.
My inspiration comes from extraordinary people doing everyday things, whether it be the visually impaired child trying to transition from class to class. I draw from that and I use that to impulse me into my activities all day, because if they are doing what they do, then I, as an adult, can be amazing at what I do.
From Sierra Blanca ISD, Francisco Rodriguez.
My instruction relies heavily on finding relevancy and applicability of mathematical concepts to everyday life. And so my students learn to find the meaning beyond the numbers and the importance of what it is that they are learning. So there are some projects that we're able to do, such as being able to use the Pythagorean theorem to measure windows or television, as well as using parallel lines to design cities. And so even though these activities became a little bit simpler, they are still very relevant.
From Socorro ISD, Crystal Avila.
I have always been an innovator in the classroom, trying to find new strategies to incorporate and make engaging lessons for my students. You know, I really believe in putting the learning in the hands of my students and using project-based learning and technology to vary how I teach my biology courses, because I want to make sure that my students walk away from my class not only learning, but being able to reply and apply all of that to their lives.
From Tornillo ISD, Angel Alexis Alvarez.
This pandemic has developed, we've all had to adapt, and one of the things that I've been doing is I've been making videos for my students. So, you know, the adjustment for me is that now I'm a famous YouTuber with thousands of likes. That's not true. I've got thousands of views and a couple of likes. The way that you could help people get there is by having a high level of expectations. The higher your expectations are, people will rise to that challenge. And the way that you help them get there is by building a relationship with them.
From Isleta ISD, Yvette Gonzalez.
Raising the bar isn't just about making the work challenging, but it's about pushing our students to be the best version of themselves, both in the classroom and outside of the classroom. And coming from the fashion industry, I worked there for 11 years. It was very demanding and a very high, fast-paced environment. And so I find it necessary that I teach my students the skills that they need to be successful in the 21st century workforce.
And now, here to announce our top finalists and tonight's 2021 Secondary Teacher of the Year. Once again, here is Max Villaronga.
So now the problem with having the elementary first and the secondary second is now everybody has their primos and primas up their street looking for los carros, right? You're looking around to try to see if you've got a car on your street. So hopefully you're not going to ruin the surprise. But this is the moment that we have been waiting for. I know half of the group doesn't have any stress now, but the secondary teachers of the year want their announcements to be made. Is the prize team ready?
The prize team is ready. In fact, let's go right now. They're at their front door, and as you can see, they're about to approach. Mr. Villaronga, should we ring the doorbell?
For the third place secondary winner, yes, ring the doorbell, please.
Here we go. Let's see. Hopefully they're home. I should hope so. They should be watching. Mr. Villaronga, who's our third place winner for Secondary Elementary Teacher of the Year?
Yvette Gonzalez. Congratulations, Yvette. Hopefully you are answering your door right now. Yvette Gonzalez is our third place secondary winner for 2021 Teacher of the Year. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Yvette.
We're so happy for you. Now, for the second place winner of Secondary Teacher of the Year, do we have our prize team ready, team?
Let me check on our team. Yes, they're on standby. They're about to approach the door.
We hope you're ready to win.
Go ahead and turn on your camera.
We hope that you're ready to win. We hope that you're ready to spend some cash. Do you want us to ring the doorbell? Is the prize team ready to ring that doorbell?
I think we are. Let's see. Oops. Hold on just a second. All right, go ahead, team. Ring that doorbell.
That doorbell is being rung as we speak.
Go ahead and face the camera towards the door so we can see. Oops, it's switching back and forth. Let's see. Tell him. There we go. I think they're approaching. Yep, they've approached the winner and they've awarded her flowers and a check from TFCU. Could you let everybody know who that is, Mr. Villaronga? Who's our second place winner for Secondary Elementary Teacher of the Year?
Claudia Esparza. Congratulations, Claudia Esparza, our second place Secondary Teacher of the Year winner. Now, this is an important part of the announcement, because the first place winner is going to have to give a speech. So you're going to be really excited. You're going to want to count your money, but we're going to need you to come back to your camera, unmute it, and actually provide the speech. So do we have a prize team ready for the first place Teacher of the Year for secondary?
Yes, our team is out there. They're about to approach the doorway, and here we go. Who could it be? I think they might have discovered us. Let's see. We have some people out there with the flowers. They're trying to be discreet. They're ringing the doorbell as we speak, Mr. Villaronga.
Okay.
Let's see. Hopefully they answer and they don't hide.
Well, ring that doorbell. Ring it.
They rang it, and here he is. He's coming right on out.
The first.
And we're giving him his check. Very nice. He didn't open it, and he still smiled. So no,
He's not counting it yet. Okay.
He's not counting it yet.
Okay.
Fantastic. He's about to go back to his computer real quick so we can hear him.
Well, the first place secondary winner is Anthony Lopez Waste. Anthony Lopez Waste. Make your way to your computer. Make sure you turn your camera on. Make sure you unmute it and we'd love to hear from you. Congratulations.
You unmute me? Can you hear me? Okay. Hey, thank you so much. Wow, this is a surprise and an honor. I'd like to thank really everyone in the process. Region 19 has been amazing. TFCU, thank you so much. The support from CISD, Canutillo High School, of course, my family, all of my fellow teachers, but most importantly, my students, because at the end of the day, this is most definitely and without a doubt an honor that really should be bestowed upon themselves, upon them, excuse me. Wow, I'm very surprised. I'd also just like to say, I will represent, I promise you that. I will go and I will represent. I will give Region 19, CISD and everyone else, I will give you the best version of myself. I'm gonna copy the video I just watched. And I'm gonna go and I'll give it everything I have at the state level. I appreciate it, thank you so much.
Congratulations to our 2021 elementary and secondary teachers of the year. We wish you luck and support you on your journey ahead to the Texas Teacher of the Year. And thank you to all our teachers for making a difference in their lives of our children. On behalf of ESC19, I would like to thank all of you for joining us this evening, celebrating and enjoying. We look forward to another exciting school year. Good luck to everyone this coming school year, and congratulations to our top two winners. Go get them. Thank you.
Thank you once again, and congratulations to both our elementary and secondary winners. We hope you continue watching on YouTube our other videos that we have on all of our Teachers of the Year from our districts. We have extended footage and commentary from students and community partners about the wonderful work they are doing in our community. And also join us on Facebook. We will be featuring teachers every week, their wonderful stories. Please join us anytime on ESC19.net, and we will be rebroadcasting this program with some extra features. So stand by and stay tuned. Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening.